For Mashable, I'm Lauren Goris. A UK computer studies student faces up to 10 years in a U.S. jail. 23-year-old Richard O'Dyer founded and operated TVShack.net, a video streaming site. But U.S. authorities say his website hosted links to a bunch of pirated and copyrighted video content. Because it was the U.S.'s complaint, the British judge extradited O'Dyer to the States. But his mother tells the BBC that decision just wasn't right. If Richard appears to have committed a crime in this country, then try him in this country. Instead, the Home Secretary wants to send him thousands of miles away and leave him languishing in a U.S. jail. And if he were tried in the U.K., his site might not even be considered a criminal offense. O'Dyer's lawyers argue the site was simply providing links, just like Google or any other search engine. But American authorities claim he's made more than $230,000 by advertising on this link list site. When asked why he started it, O'Dyer tells Sky News.
I said it with the best intentions, really, to learn more about web development and on a subject that I like a lot. I've done nothing wrong under UK law, and well, it's pretty ridiculous, isn't it? Like, so a 65-year-old man was extradited a few weeks ago. So if they can extradite someone that old, they could extradite anyone really, couldn't they?
You feel you've done nothing wrong under UK law, but do you think you have broken copyright laws, which are stricter in the US?
Well, laws differ between countries, don't they? So, and that's yet to be fought, that argument, so I can't say really.
Is it something that you would fight? I mean, do you deny that you've infringed anyone's copyright?
Linking to websites isn't breaking anyone's copyright. A link isn't copyrighted.
Yeah, but it was a website sort of, because it was called TV Shack, it was specifically set up to link to TV programs and films which are listed on the site, which, you know, you must have known were copyright.
No, you could submit any content you like to a linking website. It doesn't have to be copyrighted material.
I mean, a website like Google would say, you know, if you report to them you found something that breaks copyright by searching on their site, they will follow that up for you. But, you know, you don't seem to have had many policies like that.
I have received emails and removed links down for companies that request it.
This is the BBC television service. We now present from Studio A, Alexandra Palace, another programme in our series of experimental transmissions in colour.
Well, the news was expected. It's just that it came very late, and we had hoped they might forget about it due to some office inefficiency. But in actual fact, you know, the letters arrived. We did expect it. I had expected a bit more of a letter than 4 lines on a piece of paper and a rubber stamp. And that's all I've ever had at all from the Home Secretary. That's the first piece of correspondence or communication I've had from that lady. So I wasn't impressed with that at all.
What is your understanding of what happens next and what the options are that are open to you, to Richard?
Well, we're just going to go to the solicitors now, and we'll be exploring the legal avenues that are open to us. Obviously, we do know that we can have an appeal. Unfortunately, you only have 14 days to lodge your appeal, and the Home Secretary signed this piece of paper on the 9th, and we've only just got it. So we've waited, and the clock starts ticking on that day. So they've very kindly wasted a few of our 14 days for us before we even get started.
But would you like to appeal? Do you intend to appeal?
Well, as I said, we'll look at all the options open. You know, I don't have a particular faith in the justice system with regards to extradition, because the judiciary seem to be fairly biased in favour of extradition at all costs. You've only to look at the statistics and look at the decisions and the way they apply, you know, the human rights laws to extradition very unfavourably, not the same as they apply in other cases. So I haven't an awful lot of confidence in that, although I do feel strongly, and we all do feel strongly, that what Richard did is not actually an offence in this country. He had no copyrighted content on his website at all. He just provided links. And, you know, all websites, most websites, even the Home Office website, has links, third-party links on it, for which they state they are not held responsible, and that applies on most websites. That's how the internet works.
So your argument effectively would be that you would be happy for him to face justice in this country, but not in the United States?
Well, you know, we don't live by the laws of America, and until some legislation is passed regarding the internet on a global basis, we cannot just let America assume that it rules and polices the internet. Lots of crimes take place on the internet. There should be laws in place. Everybody in the world on the internet surely does not have to be taken to America. In fact, other countries don't allow their citizens to be extradited in this fashion. It's the UK government here that's at fault for not getting their finger out and taking some action as they promised.
Very briefly, Mrs. O'Dwyer, what has Richard's reaction been to this?
Well, he's upset. He doesn't show his emotions, but he is upset because, he hasn't been that keen to face the cameras today, because he must be really upset, like I am, but, he's quite shocked by it, I think, because it's something in somebody else's world. It doesn't seem very real to him. It's just a nightmare.
In fact, disgusted. I'd hoped for better from the judge, in view of his previous comments, that we have a good case for the offence not being an extradition offence. So disappointed that the man can't think outside of the extradition box. Disappointed with this government for signing us up to this treaty, which has opened the floodgates to America to come and seize British citizens without even having set foot out of this country. And that extradition law needs fixing fast.